Assalamu alaikum. I'm Benazir Khan, aka Khan Bibi. I would first like to say um, I hope you all had a great Christmas and everything else like that. And so I'm making up for saying, um, at least, one thing um, I would say in my own language, German, Frohes Weihnachten means Merry Christmas in German. It's my mother tongue. Uh, my and but I want to say um, to you in multilingual. Um, 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 Actually, because I speak 6 languages fluently. Okay, and in German, Happy New Year is Glückes Neues Jahr. That's uh, Happy New Year in German. Uh, and Pashto is Navikal Mubarak Shah. Um, Urdu is Naya Salam Mubarako. Turkish is Mulil Yalar. Arabic is Kol Sana Wanta Taibin, because I'm addressing the whole entire room. If I'm going to address a single person, either a man or a woman, for a woman, I would say Kol Sana Wanta Taiba. And for man, Kol Sana Wanta Taib. But, that's like if I'm addressing, but in this case, I was addressing everybody. This is a live stream. You can chat with me. I don't know how long I'm going to stay in here. This is my kitchen. As you can see behind me is my lovely Instant Pot Duo Crisp. I got that last year as an early birthday present from my husband. And I cook just about almost everything in it, including bread, cakes, things of that nature. My oven right here is to my right. Um, if you can see right here, that's my oven right there. It generates a lot of heat when it's on. So, like, it is hot in here. But actually, I want to absolutely say, because recently, it's just like I have been binge watching the After Prison show, and no, I'm not doing this for for clout chasing or anything else like that. No. But actually, it's just like I think these people, it's just like are very, very nice and everything else like that, and especially, one guy named Joe Guerrero. He helps everybody. Because one thing he's done everything for himself and everything else like that. And especially it's just like I've talked to like a few people from there, and they're pretty decent people. It's just like especially Banky. I want to give my shouts out to Banky. And his and it's just like it's just like one thing, especially him and Mighty Mouse. I can sit there, I can talk to them till the cows come home about, about like, especially like, I like Mighty Mouse's movement and everything because, here, especially in Chicago, a lot of people, they think, gun violence is the answer to everything. These people need to just like put their guns out and put their dukes up because, pulling the trigger is so easy. Um, I mean, I don't like it when, especially like, down the street from me last year, some people were shooting, and it got really too close to home, and it was really scary. Um, and pretty much, I am not very fond um, of going anywhere. I usually pretty much stay at home and everything else like that. Especially during this pandemic. And this is my niqab I'm wearing, and I usually wear it when I'm in when I'm going outside. So it's just like it's acting as a mask with me. So it's just like so I don't end up getting COVID. I mean, the crazy thing about it is that COVID-19. I mean, because I had heard there's like another strain of the coronavirus going around in UK somewhere, and it's frightening me. And this is just like one thing that actually this is just come playing around right now with my with my actually my because actually I'm at it playing around with my little get up that I had bought from Amazon, and actually because I'm going to post it to my Instagram so you know what it looks like. Because this is just like one thing I forgot to say on my live stream that I can also my last live stream I'm also on Tumblr, and I'm BRCon at Tumblr. Um, and I'm on LinkedIn too. So, and my name is Benazir Khan on LinkedIn. And but I think a lot of you already know my Instagram. My Instagram is Benazirs underscore blog underscore. Um, I have a, a I have a blog on WordPress. That's the platform I use for my blog and everything else like that. Even though like Google gives you um because Google also gives you Blogspot too. So you have like any type of avenue to blog from, and I mean, especially if you want to blog about fashion, makeup, clothes, well, fashion, clothes, what am I saying? It's the same thing. Hair trends, anything you want to talk about, especially recipes and everything else like that. And actually, another reason why I wanted to blog today anyway. These are my brand new glasses. Um, a shout out to my husband, who I call Mr. Riaz all the time in my blogs. Um, referred to me his eye doctor, and these people are very decent and everything else like that, and that's where I got these good looking specs from. Actually, they are progressive no line bifocals, and these have cost me a lot more than my other glasses that you had seen me with, which are also the same type. But I mean, this is just like, you know, um, that doc, the that doctor's office in particular, um, was on Lawrence Avenue, and they're Korean. I mean, it's just like, I think not only did they bill my insurance, when I had went, because when I had, oh, because actually what happened is that the light and everything else like that had went out, because actually, but this RBG ring light that I have, and it's connected via USB. Oh my god. Actually, I'm playing with it. Actually, this is the remote control that I got right here, and this controls this, and holy moly. And there's another one. Oh my god. Actually controls the camera shutter. And actually this ring right here, it's a selfie ring. And it's behind my MacBook Air. Um, um, but actually, I have to say, like, actually, you really have to excuse me. Sometimes a brain fog would kick in. I have hypothyroidism. And it's not like if I had forgotten something. It's just like I'm got a very good memory. Um, I mean, it's just like I mean, it's just like, and I can still retain um, everything. I can retain everything in my in my head and everything. Because I was thinking about, you can post on my Instagram. You can and DM me on my Instagram about for like maybe like an upcoming Q&A. Um, and like it's just like I pretty much it's just like and or like open, I'm welcome to open suggestions about um which is your favorite recipe from my blog, and I will make a video recipe, or at least I will try to make a video recipe for whatever it is on my blog. Um, because actually I know I have done like a live video, or I have done a video before of my cachalu pera recipe, which is like it's taro, and it's like and the sauce is made out of yogurt and everything else like that, and is just absolutely delicious. It's like the favorite food of many people in Peshawar, Pakistan. And I mean, I have to say, it's just like one thing. And if you want the text version, you have to go somewhere on my blog and look at it. Because there's like I'm going to try out a new recipe later on tonight, inshallah, means God willing, and then I'm going to post it on my blog. Because um, I have to say, like, if because I have to say, like, like, I think I should share this. Um, Actually, I'm gonna excuse myself for a little bit because I have to go my phone. Oh, and also for those that don't know, I'm also I'm also in Discord. My Discord username is also Han Bibi, just like my YouTube and my RuneScape username. Um, okay. Oh, shice. What the hell? This is baloney. Um, goes to Tumblr. Hmm. Eh, forget it. Okay. That, so anyway, I mean, I have to say, especially especially what kind of games you like. That I also want to ask. My favorite game is RuneScape. But I mean, but on occasion, uh, I like to play Best Fiends too, and My Singing Monsters, and uh, and I like to play different word games. Um, especially like In Bloom, which is like almost like a crossword game, but because it exercises the brain. Uh, um, I mean, if because one thing oh my god, it feels like my my Mac is getting a little overheated. Um, but as far as I think like hmm. Oh wow. Actually, this is just like I'm playing around, with my selfie ring. Um, actually, I'm going to go ahead and look for the actually this picture right here, if you can see it. Huh? This is what my selfie ring looks like. And and so anyway, I think so far, because when I had because one thing, I had bought it on Amazon, so I can use it for like for when I'm blogging. And I mean, because I'm trying to start off like 2021 on a positive note, and not to bring any particular family drama into this, even though there has been. um, and But it's just like I just want to not think about that, because sometimes every time I think about it, it's not good for me at all. I end up getting sick, so I pretty much stay away from it. It's just like one thing, when I say "don't bother me," that's exactly what I meant. And I mean, because one thing, when when I talk to like like-minded people like myself, um, because I don't judge where they've been and everything else like that. It's not my place to judge. I mean, it's just like one thing. I mean, is especially the reason why I like the After Prison show, because it's all very positive. And And especially like, you know and especially like, I mean, it's just like, I have to say, a lot of people, when they have been locked up and everything else like that, sometimes in order to get a decent meal to eat, that they're getting stuff off of commissary, at least from what I have learned from them. And especially ramen noodle soups and stuff like that, and they get really creative with it. I mean, because actually, it's just like, I mean, the next time I make some French fries in the air fryer mode, in my instant pot duo crisp over there, and this baby right here is my air fryer lid that goes on top of it. So and it's like, it takes less oil to make French fries in there than it does on regular stovetop. The regular stovetop, at least, I would put like a fourth of a cup of oil in the frying pan, and I would hand cut my fries, and I would fry them until they're soft and golden brown, and then I would remove them from the oil, and still there's like a lot of oil left, even though I solely use like vegetable oils and stuff like that. Um, like, when I'm frying things of this nature and everything else like that, cause especially, I'm going around, looking at everything, even if it's hash brown potatoes and stuff like that. Those, I mean, because my youngest daughter, loves those hash brown patties. And when actually, I watched the Baxter Boys a lot, and and I follow them on social media. They're also amazingly very positive, and especially, I think Byron Baxter Jr. is so adorable. you know, and he has like a rare bone condition called that he was born with, is called osteogenesis imperfecta, or otherwise OI. And his parents are very lovely to talk to. I would sometimes go into their lives and I would talk to them. Um, and like, one thing I would watch little Byron and his brother Blake, when they would act a little silly. I mean, kids are going to do that. I think it's very funny. It's really cuteness overload to watch them too. And and then I I seen like a couple other videos about a couple beauty bloggers, Beauty by Carrie and 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 Beauty by Miss Hannah. It's just like, they both have the same condition as little Byron Baxter, and they're extremely knowledgeable, especially when it comes to like makeup and everything else like that. I mean, because I would say, it's just like, I have to say, I even told my niece, I said, you know, they know much more about these different makeup styles and stuff like that, like this like these cut crease looks and everything else like that, which is now like the vogue. And for eyeshadows and stuff like that. And I pretty much, it's just like, enjoy their presentation and their looks. Um, I mean, they both do a fantastic job. And I even told my niece, I said, and she's a dentist. I said, look at this, they're amazing. And and then and there's little Sanaya Burton. she, I seen her, put on makeup and everything else like that. I'm like, she's gonna be quite good at it when she gets older, honestly. And she's got her own little makeup, to play around with and all this other stuff, and she is so cute. She dances and everything else like that. And and it's just like, she is just an absolute joy to watch. Um, anyway, I just, because, like, I pretty much like, I mean, because, like, like today was like, in one of these moments, I wanted to play in makeup too. So, I mean, because, I mean, you can't really see what's up underneath my glasses unless you're up close. But I mean, I have to say, like, for an example, I pretty much, but it's just like a lot of people, like, they say, why do you sit there? You buy makeup. Nobody is gonna see it anyway. Why do you do your hair? Nobody is gonna see it anyway. I'm gonna now it's just I'm gonna say, and this is just like, one thing in case like there's kids watching and stuff like that. I'm just saying is that, look, I'm gonna tell you something. And when it's just like I have to say, first of all, it is permissible for a Muslim woman to put on makeup and look good for her husband. And there's, especially like I can tell you one thing. If money was no object, I'm going to tell you one thing. There's a lot of people, it's just like where I mean these newer generation, they will actually splurge on makeup and everything else like that. And it's like to go to parties and and especially go to weddings and other functions. I mean, especially during Eid, and it's just like, and then but there is a time where you don't wear makeup, and that's like during when you're fasting, like during Ramadan, and especially during Muharram. Muharram is a very sad month, you know in the Islamic calendar. It's where Imam Hussein becomes shaheed when he gets killed. It's just like and it's just like, and then so therefore, and he was like the son-in-law of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it's just like, and the husband of the Fatima, who was the daughter of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and and then It's just when there are times, it's just like, especially during Ramadan, you're like when you're fasting and everything, you're fasting to clean your whole entire body and your soul. So, it's just like, the fasting is like from sun up to sundown during Ramadan. And there are people, who fast extra days and everything else like that, especially during, um, like, as like, because when there's like, like, actually, you see like the flicking light and everything. That's that that I got. Yeah, actually, it's because this selfie ring is doing this, and I'm pressing the button here. Okay, it's like one of the buttons cycles through the colors and everything. Um, okay, so anyway, I just want to put the white light on because as just as you can see, here in the kitchen, I don't have my light on, so the light that's coming actually is from generated from this selfie ring, and but I mean, if you want me to tackle any kind of if if for any recipe suggestions and everything, you can leave the comments and everything, or you can DM me in Instagram. But you know honestly, but it cannot contain any forbidden substances. um I mean, it's just like, what I mean, like, like for an example, like, um like, it's not just pork bits forbidden, it's also frog legs. This is a definite no no. Because frogs eat dirty things. So, um, and we don't eat animal blood. That's a no no. Um, this is just like there's, and this is just like, and on top of that, we can't take any intoxicants and everything. This is a no no in my religion too. Especially some people, they cook with liquor and with wine. This is something I don't even put in any of my recipes because I operate a fully functional Zabiya halal kitchen. And for those of you who are not Muslim, it's okay because anyway, if you come to my house and everything else like that, and you eat what I cook, I mean, you're going to still going to enjoy it anyway. I mean, especially those, those are my readers who are reading my blog, and they they are pretty much trying out my recipes and everything. I mean, it's just like, one thing, it's just like, I really hope you are, and I really hope you are enjoying my recipes very much. Um, I mean, because, like, one thing, there's different things like, because I think, one day, inshallah, because, one thing, I'm going to try this Cameroonian, to make this Cameroonian dish called Eru. Because, a very dear friend of mine had made this, and I told her that I am very open to trying kanda. Kanda is like cow skin. And for those that don't know, I love African food very much. Um, I mean, this is just like, my favorites are like obono soup, egusi soup, pepper soup, um, jollof rice, suya. um, I mean, I am a foodie. And, this is just like, one thing. Stockfish is not off putting to me because I eat fish anyway. I eat fish for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sometimes in between snack times, I eat fish. And I like smoked fish too. So, anyway, I'm going to close out this stream. And, I just want to say Assalamu alaikum. Actually means peace be to you.